The Lakers lost again. I think it was their 5th straight loss. They lost to the Celtics. It was a game that was on it was an ABC game, right? It was an ABC game. And our Jeff Van Gundy, who does a great job in the middle of this game, offered up a very interesting opinion, for lack of a better term.
And look, I think in the offseason, they have to rebuild this roster, right? And to me, it could be a trade with, for an Anthony Davis, or I think they need to explore trading LeBron for getting as much as they can.
What are you doing? Seriously. No, seriously, what are you doing?
No, you got to get on the right timeline. If I could trade him for the Clippers into cap space, which would give me a better chance to get Durant or Kawhi Leonard, would I not do that?
Okay, LeBron James is not getting traded. Okay.
You got to put everything on the table.
No, you can't.
All I hear from the players now is it's business. Everything is business. Well, if it's business, then I have to do what's best for my business. I'm not saying you definitely trade him. I'm saying everything's on the table to get this team better. Everything. Okay, so that was Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson. By the way, Mike Breen just whatever. You guys hash it out. You guys work it out together. 2 things. Mark Jackson is right. It's not going to happen. But I don't think Jeff Van Gundy is crazy in any way, shape, or form.
But what does that say about where we are with LeBron?
We messed up.
I mean, because let's remember, too, Van Gundy just basically conceded, hey, just trade him to the Clippers for cap space. Like, we don't even, like, if I can just get rid of him and get the cap space, then I can go get 2 premier players. Like, that's not what you usually say about LeBron James. Like, you're saying that about one of your guys that you made a mistake on that you thought was going to rise and didn't do it. This is LeBron, who's actually statistically having a pretty good year. I mean, just the concept that they would just...
Listen, you're all of that is correct, but all he's saying is what we say every year in almost any other sport. We got to look at everything on the table. Right? And if the whole idea is it's not going to happen, so let's just understand they're not going to do it. But if you're the Lakers and you've seen that you to this point, this offseason or at the trade deadline, you couldn't get anyone to come play with him, and then you think that this team is going to be completely rebuilt next year around a guy who's going to be 35 in December, coming off a year where he missed 18 games. I get it, he played all 82 the year before. You have to think of everything, don't you? You can't shut yourself off to that idea just because it's so incredulous.
Well, I think you're right, and I think the other part of it that's starting to set in is maybe a nervousness about the fact that, let's be real, I'm not willing to guarantee that just because LeBron is there and just because the Lakers logo's there, that they're suddenly going to get all of these big free agents that want to play there. I don't think it's that simple anymore.
I agree, and we should also point out that Jeff Van Gundy is not on an island here. Here is Bobby Marks, our ESPN NBA insider, basically saying, yeah, they should think about it.
The value of LeBron James is as high as it's ever been. The no-trade clause is not there anymore. He's got 3 years left on his contract, and whoever would go after him would basically give up whatever. So, hey, is it something for the Lakers to consider? I think if somebody calls, it's not something that you can just hang up the phone on. I think you have to look at what's the best interest of the organization for the long term here.
Trade him to Cleveland. Wait, no, too soon. That was too soon. That's my fault.
That would be bad. But I mean, look, they're not crazy for saying it. Now, it's not going to happen, obviously, because that would be the Lakers saying, "Boy, did we totally mess this up?" And we've got that whole thing we thought we're just going to blow it up. It's not going to happen. But you have to think about it, right? You can't just say, "Oh, we're not going." This has gone so horribly wrong, and it's not like, as you pointed out earlier, it's not like the Laker fans are giving him a big giant bear hug at this point.
No, Lakers fans would be good with it.